Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. The Monat Huns are at it again. So we are going to do part 3 of a licensed hairstylist debunking their bullshit. Now, if you're new here, my name is Sam. I am an ex-serial MLMer, and I also am a licensed hairstylist. And sometimes I like to debunk the Monat Huns who are very clearly uneducated on how hair works. And so I just like to provide some edumacation for them if they ever happen to stumble upon my videos. So if you're not familiar with Monat, they are an MLM, a multi-level marketing company, network marketing company, whatever you want to call it. And their product of choice is primarily hair care. They do now have skincare and supplements and things like that, but a lot of the times you'll just see the Monat Huns out here talking about their hair care and making some outrageous claims that we're going to see today. A lot of the times they are so close to being right, but one thing that they left out or one small detail that they added just throws it off the course completely. So with all of that said, we're just going to get right into it. I do also want to add that I do not block the names or faces of anything that I put on my channel. These people are positioning themselves as public figures. The only thing that I do block are children. I do not put children on my channel. So with all of that said, let's get into it. So this reel does have some copyrighted music, so we're not going to play the sound, but I wanted to read what it says to you and kind of just give you the actual facts. So it says, using Monat is a process. It works to break down years of buildup from waxes and silicones of other products. Okay, years of buildup from wax and silicones. That shouldn't be there if you're washing your hair on a regular basis. And by regular basis, I mean every 1 to 4 or 5 days. There are certain shampoos and conditioners and things like that that will build up on your hair. But like I said, if you're consistently washing your hair, and even if you throw in a clarifying shampoo once a week, once a month, however often you feel that you need it, that will get the buildup off of your hair in one wash. You don't need to do it over time. So that's number one. It doesn't work that way. So then it says, as it does this, you might be surprised with the actual condition of your hair underneath. It exposes your naked strand. Jesus Christ, superstar. That's not how hair works. It's just not. So that'll just piggyback off of what I just said. One good, thorough cleansing of your hair and scalp with a good professional grade clarifying shampoo, and by professional grade I don't mean Monat. I mean legitimate professional grade, recommended to you by maybe a doctor or a hairstylist. That type of professional grade is going to strip away all of the buildup that's on your hair. So it's not going to happen over time. It's not going to take a period of time to expose your naked strand. She then says it then works to heal your hair from the inside out, leaving you with your healthiest hair. You cannot heal your hair. As much as you might hear this from different products, different stylists, whatever, you literally can't heal your hair. Like this hair, it's all of your hair is dead. As soon as it comes out of your scalp, it's dead. So you can't heal it. You can mask the damage, if you will, by using serums and things like that. And she says, be patient and stay consistent, of course, because they want your money. Do not use Monat. Do not use Monat. This is all bullshit. You can't heal your dead hair strands because, like I said, they're dead. So, yeah, moving on. Sometimes I do like to throw in some content from these Monat Huns that aren't typically giving you false hair information, but more along the lines of MLM bullshit. Because as you know, my content is primarily anti-MLM and anti-scam. So we have to talk about that too. So let's take a look at this one, shall we? So she says, my company pays me to drive a brand new 2023 Escalade. How? Affiliate marketing. First of all, it's not affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing does not require any kind of recruiting or anything along those lines. Affiliate marketing is primarily sharing information about a product you love and a link that will give you some kind of percentage of a cut from whatever the person is buying. That's not how Monat works. More importantly, you can't even get to the car club in Monat unless you have a team. So it's definitely not affiliate marketing. Also, your company does not pay you to drive that Escalade. That is the Escalade that you chose when you started to receive your car bonus on the months that you qualify. So if you're not familiar with the car program in Monat or in any MLM that has a car program, you get an allowance, a monthly allowance for your lease or purchase of your car. And in order to get that monthly allowance, you have to get paid at a particular rank. You have to reach certain recruitment goals or sales goals or things like that. And if you don't reach those, then it's on you to pay that, whether it's a lease or your loan. It's on you to pay it for that month and for however long you don't reach that rank. In other words, you're purchasing a car in your name using your credit in hopes that you will never fall below that rank, because if you do, you're essentially screwed because that payment is on you. Also, any job that you have that pays you money to pay your bills is essentially paying you to drive your car, because if I wasn't doing YouTube, if I didn't have YouTube clients, if my husband didn't work, I wouldn't have a car. So all of those things are paying us to drive our cars, I guess we can say, since that's the way these MLM Huns want to put it. Like, they're so wrapped up in this that they don't even realize that they're taking on this responsibility. And if Monat goes away tomorrow, because they can, we've seen it with multiple MLMs out here. If it goes away tomorrow, that responsibility is on you. And if you can't keep it up, then you're trashing your credit, because what are you going to do?
Here with my bestie, the one product that I never, ever, ever go without. It has been the full game changer for my hair. My hair used to be broken and damaged, and it didn't grow. Not a problem anymore. Look at this 4 months of growth, okay? The reason why you see such crazy results with this magic elixir is because it's exactly that. Okay, it's a bottle of liquid nutrients for your scalp. And unlike all other oils that exist on the market, its molecules are actually small enough to permeate all 3 layers of your hair cuticle and heal it from the inside out.
Okay, we're pausing there. A few things. 4 months of hair growth is going to look like that on almost any head of hair. So it's not necessarily the product that's making your hair grow. It's just time. It's time that made your hair grow. Also, it doesn't look a whole lot different than her before pictures. That's no shade at her. It's not giving hair repair. It's just giving, hey, my hair grew. So did mine. And again, you can't heal your hair. So let's see what else she has to say about this magic elixir.
Where everything else you can buy out there just sits on top of your hair, cloaking it and masking its true nature and weighing your hair down, which doesn't do it any good. It actually harms it. Now rejuvenate, okay? Molecules go all the way to the center of your hair cuticle, and they even clean out your hair follicles. So that means that it removes product buildup, environmental buildup, and skin buildup that can block your hair follicle and mean that only thin little hairs can come through. So this bad boy makes way for thick, healthy hair to come through. It also helps to reconnect your blood flow supply to each individual hair strand. When you got buildup in there, your hair strands partially disconnect from it, which makes them dry and brittle and eventually die. So this addresses hair health from the scalp down and from the ends up, because it stops breakage and increases hair growth.
It's just another Schitt's Creek David moment where he's like, I think I say this in all of the Monat videos that I've done thus far, where it's like, I've never heard so many wrong things consecutively in a row. I swear I say it every single time. That is just so much misinformation. Yes, your hair follicles can get clogged. I am almost positive that a thinner hair strand will not be produced. If anything, no hair strand will be produced, and you'll actually get like, I need to Google, because now I'm questioning my own information, my own knowledge. Okay, yeah. I Like, there's no words. Even Google tells me the same information that school told me. You know, like when that happens, when you're watching something, you're like, you start gaslighting yourself. You're like, do I not know the correct information? So your hair follicles can get clogged. Partially clogged, thinner hair strands are not a thing. That's not a thing. If your hair follicle is clogged, you'll either get like an ingrown hair, or you'll get what's called folliculitis, which is painful. It causes bumps where your hair follicles are, and that is actually something that was reported by users of Monat. So if your hair follicle is clogged, it will not produce any hair, not a thinner strand. Also, but it's just like, you have to know that you're uneducated, right? You have to know this. Your hair doesn't have a blood supply. Your hair strand is dead. Your hair is dead. It's dead. It does, like, imagine if all of your hair strands had a blood supply and you would have to go and get a haircut. They would have to put you under anesthesia. Like, you do not have any kind of blood supply in your hair strand whatsoever. Your hair follicles themselves have blood supply, so I'm sure that's what she meant. But don't let anyone tell you your products are causing your hair follicles to be partially blocked and causing your hair strands to grow out thinner, or that your hair strand may need to be reconnected to your blood supply, because no, that's not possible. Here she is again.
Did you know that each one of your hairs is connected to its own blood flow supply, and that it needs to be connected to that blood flow supply to not just be healthy, but to actually stay alive at all? And what happens is, when we get product buildup on our scalp and inside our hair follicles, the tubes that your hair...
I just don't understand how this is even illegal for these Monat Huns to be out here saying that multiple times that your hair strands need blood supply and they're going to die if they don't have blood supply. Your hair strands don't ever in their lifespan have blood supply. And your hair strands are dead cells. They don't need to be living. They shouldn't be living, because, like I said, every haircut would require anesthesia.
Grows through and connects to your blood flow supply through, from the environment, from the products we use, from our scalp, is that it causes inflammation and irritation. And that inflammation causes your hair to partially disconnect from its blood flow supply, which makes the hair dry, brittle, weak, and eventually it's going to break off and it will die. So our oil, which is infused into 99% of our products, it goes in there, and with its anti-inflammatory properties, it calms the scalp right down, removes that irritation and inflammation, allows your hair to reconnect to its blood flow supply. Okay, so it's addressing your hair health from the scalp down, feeding your scalp with liquid nutrients, cleaning out your hair follicles, making way for thick, healthy hair to come through. But then on top of that, our oil, when you're using it on the ends of your hair, either in oil treatments or in our styling products or our leave-in conditioner, right, you're also addressing your hair health from the bottom up, because your hair isn't like a vein, right? You don't have blood pulsing through all the way down to the ends. So you want to be using products that are nourishing not just your scalp, but also your hair from the ends up, so you don't have damage spreading. If you are ready to address your scalp health, clean out those hair follicles, get your hair growing, I'm here. Send me a DM. Let's go.
Please don't reach out to her. Please, God. She is so misinformed that it's disgusting. It's so infuriating. And for me, like, I haven't been a practicing hairdresser in years. I did it for 7 years. Then I had my son and I ended up just not going back. I still keep up with my license. I still try to keep continuing education. I still have the knowledge. So even for me, like, as a non-practicing hairstylist, it's infuriating. I can't imagine what it's like for the hairstylists that are practicing and go to work every day and have to keep up their education and have to go to classes and go to hair shows and learn all the new things and learn about all the new products that they're using. How infuriating it is to see these Monat Huns. I'm sorry. I like to consider myself a kind person, right? But I get pissed when people think that they can just go out there and sign up with an MLM and all of a sudden they know all things about hair, or they know all things about diet in the diet MLMs. Like, it's so infuriating to see that. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea you have no certifications. There's nothing to back anything that you're talking about aside from you picking up this magic potion Rejuvenik oil and touting it as the cure-all for folliculitis and clogged hair follicles and your blood supply that should be connected to your hair strands. Apparently, that's news to me. It's just like, just stop. Just don't do that anymore. Can we not? Can we not? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This individual was in, I know she was in my last Monat video. I don't know if she was in the one before that. But she has some things to say about those of us speaking out against Monat.
Are you talking about Marie Antoinette?
Yeah.
I heard a thing or two about her. Is a seat taken?
Oh, it's not really a seat, but okay.
So she says, are you talking about those girls who like to talk products they've never tried? I've never tried it because y'all have no fucking idea what you're talking about, and any company that puts their products in the hands of people who have no idea what they're talking about to promote it, I'm not going to trust them with any, not a strand of hair and not my life. Nope, I'm good. That's why we shit talk it, because the product is so far out of integrity inside of the beauty industry, inside of the hairstyling industry. It's disgusting, and it's appalling to see them basically discrediting any education that hairstylists, cosmetologists, barbers went through, the testing, the education, whatever it is. They basically are discrediting it, and you're going along with it. And that's why we're shit talking Monat, because it's a bunch of bullshit and they're essentially robbing people of a lot of money. Then there's this from the same creator.
Oh, you can't find this in the store. Not this, baby. This right here. This is customized. You better get like me.
Okay, so she says every hair care system is customized to your hair type in the Monat world. And I wanted to address this hair care customization. It's a marketing ploy across the board. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this in the clearest way possible. So any hair care system that you choose or your hairstylist helps you choose, and like if you have dry hair, if you have an oily scalp, if you have brittle hair, damaged hair, colored hair, whatever it is, there's a shampoo, conditioner, and styling products for all of those conditions. So anytime that you are purchasing hair products based on the condition of your hair or your hair goals, that is customized. So if you go to Target and you buy Dove shampoo for dry hair, that is customized shampoo and conditioner. They're not customizing the formula to specifically be for your hair. Like, it doesn't work like that. So when they say customized, just remember that it's a marketing ploy. Anytime that you purchase anything for your hair, it's customized because you are choosing it for the specific condition of your hair, is basically what I'm saying. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you need further clarification.
Today is my 4-year anniversary with Monat, and I was gonna make like a really cute cliche video of like all my memories, but then driving to work today, by the way, I'm starting a new job, and as I was driving here, I had my music playing, and a song came on. It's a country song. Not the point. The point is there was one line that was said, and it stuck with me, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Like, rather than showing you my time with Monat and everything it's done for me, I just want to remind you, insert song quote here, if you've got a dream, chase it, because the dream won't chase you back. Now, selling shampoo is not the dream. I understand that. It isn't mine. But if your dream just means wanting more, like your life, you want to expand it, you want to grow it, you want to be able to do all these things, then selling shampoo might be a vehicle. And that's exactly what it is for me. It is a vehicle to get me from where I am right now and where I was 4 years ago ultimately to where I want to be, which is not going to work every single day, working a 9 to 5. I want to have the freedom to be a stay-at-home mom, not miss any moments with my children, be able to take my family to travel, be able to do all the home renovations I want, not miss a child's soccer game, dance recital because I have to work, whatever it might be. I just want the freedom. And the freedom does not mean luxurious things. The freedom means my time. So, guys, if you have a dream and you just want more out of life and you don't even know what that looks like, give this a chance. Not only could it help you get there, but it could help you figure it out. Happy 4-year anniversary to me, and hopefully 1-day anniversary to you, because today is the day you should get started.
Okay, so question. How is that working out for you? It is your 4-year anniversary and you're talking about how you're driving to your new job while also simultaneously bashing the 9 to 5 and saying that you joined Monat for freedom so you could be a stay-at-home mom. It's been 4 years and you just got a new job and now you're trying to sell this dream to other people. She said that, and a lot of times in any MLM, whatever they're saying, they'll say that the product isn't the dream. Selling the product isn't the dream. It's the dream that's the dream. It's the dream of being home and not having to work. When you own an actual business, you still have to work. Like, there's still times where I have to find childcare or make sure that my kids are okay doing whatever they're doing independently without me so that I can get my work done. It's not this big sparkly thing of being at home and not having to do anything. You still have to work to make the income, to pay the bills, to do all the things. And also, if your dream is not to sell shampoo, then why the are you doing it? That's what are the words I want to use? That's a sign that you shouldn't be doing it. I mean, I don't think anybody's dream is to sell shampoo. I think the bigger dream where it would include selling shampoo is being a hairstylist or being a cosmetologist, a barber, whatever it is, where you then have the knowledge to give the full experience to your clients. So why are we diving into Monat to sell shampoo for the dream? Like, are we seeing... I don't get it. I don't get it. I had to include that in here because she's literally celebrating her 4-year anniversary, talking about the dreams that have come true with Monat, but they haven't come true. She's still going to work. In the same breath, she's going to work and then bashing the 9 to 5s and saying that because of Monat, she's going to be able to be a stay-at-home mom one day. I strongly disagree with that statement. Very strongly. But what does my opinion matter to them anyway? It's falling on deaf ears. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.